Hello guys, now we are going to discuss about cost accounting. Cost is one of the thing which is required for each and every factors or a manufacturing of a product. Without cost we cannot buy anything buying or selling process. Here the cost is the expenditure required to create and sell the product and services or to acquire asset. When sold or consumed, a cost is charged to expenses. In the case of an asset, the charges to expenses could be significantly important. Next one, the in production, research, retail, and accounting, a cost is a value of money that has been used to produce something or delivered or a service and hence is not unable for using anymore. In business, the cost may be one of the acquisition, in which case the amount of money expended to acquire it is the counted as cost. Example, here the cost can easily traced out to a product, department or project, etc. Next, we are going to see about the cost accounting meaning. Cost accounting is a form of managerial accounting that aims to capture a company's total cost of production by assessing the variable cost of each step of production as well as fixed cost such as lease expenses. Next is costing. Costing refers to the practical of identifying cost of any product, services or activity at various time and stages of production. Cost accounting is a method of accounting that records classifying, allocating, summarizing, analyzing, interpreting and controlling the cost incurred on any production process, services or an activity. Now we are going to see about the meaning and definition of cost accounting, a form of managerial accounting that aims to capture a company's total cost of production by assessing the variable cost of each step of production as well as fixed costs such as the lease expenses. Now we are going to see about the elements of cost accounting. Here we are materials is subdivided into direct material and indirect material. The substances from which the product are made is known as material. This is classified into two, direct material and indirect material. Direct material which can be used a part of finished goods. Example, timber in furniture making, cloth in dress making is an example for direct material. Next one is indirect material. Indirect material are those material which do not form a part of finished product. Example, cotton waste, lubricant oil, small tools, etc. Next, the labor. Labor is subdivided into two, the direct labor and an indirect labor. For any raw material want to convert into a finished goods, we are in need of human effort that is called as labor. Here the direct labor and indirect labor. Direct labor is a labor which is directly engaged in the production of goods or services. The wages of such a labor is known as direct wages. Next one is an indirect wages. So indirect wages which cannot be directly engaged in production of goods or services, it is indirectly helps in production of goods and services. Example, wages of machines, supervisors, watchmen, sweepers, timekeepers, etc. That now next is expenses. Expenses is divided into two, direct expenses and indirect expenses. All expenses other than direct material cost or direct wages is known as direct expenses. It is also called as prime cost. Indirect expenses. Here the indirect expenses other than the indirect material and indirect labor that are not directly charged to production or indirect expenses. Next one is factory overheads. The factory overheads is also called as manufacturing overheads. It includes indirect material, indirect wages and indirect expenses. The next one is administrative overheads. There is expenses incurred for revenue and expenditure office. The next one is selling overheads. The selling overheads incurred for a actual sales and production. The distribution overheads. Here there is expenses concerned with the packaging and delivery of goods to the customer, that is known as distribution overheads. That's all about the elements of a cost. Next we are had to see about the difference between financial accounting and a cost accounting. The difference between financial and cost accounting. The purpose of financial accounting is to show the result of business. It includes the informations regarding profit or loss and the financial position of a company. In the cost, it is the purpose of cost accounting is to provide the information to the management for decision making, planning and controlling. The next point, financial costing records external transaction, but the cost accounting is concerned with internal transactions. Financial accounting is mainly concerned with the recording of transactions, but cost accounting includes the detailed system of control, material, labor, cost, overheads, etc. Financial accounting costs are recorded in an aggregated, but in cost accounting, costs are recorded on unit basis also. Thank you.